So I had to get to the Gates Center. And yes, I was, high energy, not sleeping a lot, manic. I wasn't delusional, I don't think, but so Greg got me a van, and I drove it up. I was just having fun. It was like a vacation. I went up to Maine, but anyway, I got out to Montana and saw Joe. He's having trouble with drugs and alcohol. I called his mom. He got really mad at me. He didn't want me to stay because of his issues. I thought we'd have a nice little visit, but he was pretty messed up. He's got a couple of my paintings. So I did make it out to the gates. I walked in with the purple dogs, and I went over to the sign-in, like people that visit, they can sign in and tell them where they're from. And I kind of wrote the idea down for World Preschool on it. I didn't do anything wrong. Nobody kicked me out or anything. I just sat there for about 10 minutes writing it all out. And then I went out and walked around the building, and I saw the landscaping in the back is not very good. And then I walked into the offices, and I'd gotten a postcard. And anyway, so they were real nice. I left, and I was looking for my car, and I think his name was Michael, came out and brought me my phone and helped me find my car. And I was really running out of money. I didn't have any money to sightsee. I just wanted to get home after doing that. So I didn't really get to see Seattle. And so I got all the way to, I was sleeping mainly in the van. I had a little bed there. Took the seat out. And so then my lights lit up, and my car stopped, and the police came, and it wouldn't go anywhere. And so they ran my name, and they found out that I was wanted, I guess, for that shoplifting charge at the 7-Eleven for $3, because the lady kicked me out and I threw the donut down on the ground. Anyway, I thought I had sent Russell that. I thought he took care of it, but he didn't. So they called around because I had the dogs, and it's too hot. It was really hot. I couldn't stay in the van. It's too hot. It was like 90. And they put me up in a hotel. It was real nice. Had a little breakfast area and everything. And the next day, the homeless shelter guys came in a truck, and we all got in, and we drove around a little bit. They were having fun driving. See, they're staying in the homeless shelter, and they had a task to do with the truck. So guys like that, they said, "What are you going to do with your dogs?" And I thought they were going to go with me to the homeless shelter. And I said, "I don't know." And I kind of almost resolved it, because I was so alone with no money, that I was going to have to put them up for adoption, because there just wasn't any other choice. They said if you put them in the pound, they're going to adopt them out. So the guys didn't want that to happen, so they said, "We're going to take you back to a hotel, and let's call the police and see what they can do." So the police came, and they were real nice. They talked to the local SPCA, and they said, give her a few days or a week or whatever they didn't really put a time limit on it, actually. They said, "These are her dogs. Don't adopt them out right now until she gets her situation better." And then I went to the homeless shelter, and as homeless shelters go, it's nice, kitchen and all that. And somehow a couple days went by, and they had a woman's section, a family section, and a man's section, and they all had door locks, so you couldn't get into one or the other. And they had community rooms and a community kitchen, and they had a thrift store next door so that people could start to build a resume. There was some meth. One lady had kids, and she lost everything. Her methamphetamine caused her problems. Everybody was pretty nice, unless you've stayed in one. It's like, it's not that big a deal. In fact, I always dreamed of just going across the country, staying in homeless shelters. But, be interesting. Let's see. It'd be free, too. You wouldn't have to pay any money. They'd feed you and house you. But, I don't know. 2 or 3 days went by, and somehow I must have called or something, but they didn't talk to me. But my dad, the alternator went on my van, and so Dad was going to get that fixed. Hey, stop, guys. Hey, just a second. So, and then my Aunt HV said she would send me $500 so I could get in a hotel and get my dogs back. But nobody talked to me. Hey, guys, beautiful house. And so it's weird. There's just I don't understand it, why they can't talk to me. But when I got the money, a guy drove me, and we got it through one of those money things at Walmart. She had actually given me $6.50. She gave me more than what she said, which tells me my aunt loves me, that she may not understand. But there's a certain amount of trust between the two of us because we both did horses together and things like that. And so then I threw a pizza party for the kids for $50 from her money. And I stayed in the hotel 3 nights or something till my van was fixed. And then I went home and I stayed at George's. That was the place I could stay until then I was working at Kroger, and I guess that's what happened. I got back and I was just kind of messed up. I'd lost my house. I'd been evicted. I was staying at George's. I was not having a real good time of it. So I told my doctor, I took Charm, and I told my doctor, I said, we got to do something. This just can't go on. And Dr. Pacelli said, well, I can put you in the hospital for a couple weeks and we can put you on clozapine. You know how much I want to go in a psychiatric hospital. I've been there, done that. I'm good with that. No, I don't want to go in. But I did. He was real proud of me because I said, okay, let's do it. And, I'd spent a lot of time trusting other doctors. But what other choice do I have? You got to trust your doctor. But luckily, I was in there for a few days, and then I started sleeping, and I got a job, and, the rest is history. I was back in the game.